Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Welcome back down to my library. And this is going to be information on a little reading event that I'm hosting called Novella November. And it's pretty self explanatory. All novellas. So, I have a few categories to get through and share with you. And I created this event to literally take a break from like reading big books. Because God knows I've read quite a bit of big books this year. So without further ado, I think there's going to be 7 prompts that I'm going to get through. And doesn't matter how many I'm going to read, but I am just going to show off like one per prompt. So the first prompt is going to be read a slasher. And the novella I picked out is actually on my Kindle, and it's going to be called Chopping Spree by Angela Sylvain. And I will post a picture up here. But what I understand about this, it's set in the 80s, and a shopping mall is the location of this novella, and it's obviously like a slasher. So that is prompt number 1. Read a slasher. Okay, back to it. Prompt 2 is going to be read a Western horror. And this is very, very vague, but I did find one that I do want to get to, and it covers 2 prompts that I'm going to talk about. Let me pull it up. This is called Triptych, 3 Tales of Frontier Horror by Richard Beauchamp. And I will post a picture here. And this coincides with read an anthology. And I do have an anthology right here. So I'll go ahead and pull that up now. But these are just like 3 very, very short Western horror tales. So that's on my Kindle. And the anthology I want to get to is "19 Claws and a Blackbird" by Augustina Bastarrica. And I hauled this earlier this year. It sounded interesting. I know nothing about it, but I want to try and get into more anthologies. And I'm actually like listening to one now on Audible. It is a little bit longer, but I'm counting it towards this month. Satan Rides Your Daughter. One hellish anthology. And I think I'm on like story number 5 right now. And it is in the vein of like extreme horror shorts. It's pretty messed up so far. So I guess that counts as 2 prompts right there. Read a Western horror and read an anthology. So The next prompt is going to be read a creature feature slash paranormal novella. And I do have a physical one here, Below by Laurel Hightower. And this has something to do with a woman getting stranded in the middle of nowhere, and the Mothman is present. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've been dying to pick it up. So this might be one of the first ones that I pick up this month. It's only 106 pages. So that is Below. And I do have two more short stories in here that I'm going to go ahead and count. And the first one I want to show off is Best of Look by Jason Mott. And I think that's only like 29 pages. The last one is Big Bad by Chandler Baker. And this is about 59 pages, I believe. So those three are part of paranormal slash creature feature novellas. And that is prompt 4. Prompt 5 is going to be pretty self-explanatory. Read an extreme horror novel. Extreme horror novella, I should say. And this is Gone to See the Riverman by Christopher Triana. This goes to 165. And this is about a woman who is in love with like a serial killer. And she's like obsessive over him. The only way to get closer to him is to perform really brutal tasks and give herself to the Riverman. Everybody has read this, and I am very curious about it. Oh. So that's just one of the few extreme horror novellas that I do want to get to this month. So I'm just gonna get a couple on here. On Audible, I have 3 that I want to show. No One Rides for Free by Judith Sonnet, The Farm by Matt Shaw, and Spankenstein, I think it is. Yeah, by Tim Miller. And all 3 of these are not even like 3 hours long, so I will definitely get them in because I listen at like 2 times speed. There is one more that I do want to read on my Kindle physically, and it is a backlist Adam Caesar, Tribesmen. This runs at like 77 pages, and it's basically his vision on cannibal holocaust. So, fun stuff for that. So that was prompt number 5. Read an extreme horror novella or more. So, prompt number 6. Actually, I think there's going to be 9 prompts in here. But prompt number 6 is read a book less than 250 pages. The book I selected, The Summer Job by Adam Caesar. This was on my October TBR, but I just didn't get to it. And it's basically about like this woman who takes a job at a hotel and it's ran by Satanists. This works because it's 243 pages long. I just looked. Yeah. So that's one that I do want to get to. The next prompt is going to take a break from dark shit. And my next prompt is going to be read a classic. And I chose Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I read this last year. Well, I listened to it last year, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I really want to give it a read physically. This is only like 106 pages, 105. So really, really short, and it should be really easy to read. Of Mice and Men. Read a classic. The next prompt is a prompt I decided to throw on here randomly, and that is read a sci-fi novella. I picked Bad Astronauts by Grady Hendrix. And this is just his vision on an astronaut getting lost in space. And it's different for Grady Hendrix because he's mostly known for horror. And I've had this for about a year or so. I've been very curious about it. So that is Bad Astronauts by Grady Hendrix. And the final prompt for this video is read a Stephen King novella or a short story. The novella that I picked is Elevation. This is literally 146 pages. And it's got really medium text. So this should be very, very easy to read. But this is another stab at thinner in a way, because I think this guy starts losing weight and he starts rising up in the air. And there's like lesbian neighbors by him. Very weird book, and I know a lot of people don't really care for it, but I'm curious about it. So it should be very easy to read. And plus I had like a little break from Stephen King as well, so might as well go ahead and fit one in before I go back to the tower in December. So those are the reads that I want to do for Novella November. And read them in any order you want. I don't care. I'm just here to pay the bills. And I have no idea what I'm going to start off with first. I think I'm going to do Below, because it's only 106 pages. So, yeah. that was information on Novella November. And I'm hoping to like do this more often and just stick to like shorter books. I should be able to like conquer a lot of these. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you're ever so kind, maybe comment down below and let me know if you're going to participate. And that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And later tonight or throughout the weekend, I'm going to film the movies I watched in October. So I'll probably film that right before I go to bed tonight. And another thing, I have 2 Metallica shows that I'm going to over the weekend. So I have no idea if reading is going to exist, but I'll try my best. But it's gonna rock. Okay. Rambling done. That's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Peace.